out of it. So if you go over to verse 46, David answers the Goliath one more time. He said, "This day will the Lord deliver you into my hand, and I will kill you. I'm going to take your head off you. I'm going to give your dead body to the host of the Philistines this day, and to the fowls of the air, to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth will know that there is a God in Israel." He wasn't fighting for himself. He wasn't fighting for fame. Many times you will have an investment in what you were doing for God. That's how God gets us interested in things. Say, for instance, if you're praying for schools to start doing the job that they're supposed to do, you might do it because you're interested because your children are in school. And so whatever it is that draws you, but at the end of the day, you are fighting for God's glory. Because when God gets finished with it, people will know that you don't save by the sword, you don't save by the spear, you don't save by anything natural, but you save by the power of God. Amen. When God comes into a situation, he wants to preserve lives. Amen. Only one person died that day, and that was Goliath, the guy with the big mouth. He spoke up and threatened, and he defied the armies of the living God, and he died that day. Everybody else got to go home and die another day. But he died that day because of his own words. See, when he threatened the servants of God, he threatened God. Anybody who threatens your well-being threatens your God. You're not out here by yourself, and you're not out here alone. God will fight for you because he loves you, and you have a covenant with him that he will never leave you nor forsake you. No enemy will be able to stand before you all the days of your life. In other words, you can go nose to nose and toe to toe with the devil, and he must back down because God's with you. God is always with us. It doesn't matter what we've done. It doesn't matter your past mistakes. You walk with God, you'll make fewer of them. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. But God is with his people, period, and all he wants us to do is to take a righteous stand. And let that warrior, when that thing inside of you stands up, I call it a thing, but you know it's the Spirit of Christ that lives inside of you. When he stands up on the inside of you, then you stand at attention. And you move forward, and you start to move with him and obey what he tells you to do. Anything he tells you to do, you do it. And don't be afraid, and don't be ashamed, and don't back down, and don't get wimpy. And don't listen to the criticism of people who are too afraid to fight, because their fear will get on you, and that'll cause the warrior to back down again. But stay with your stand that you take in God. Don't ever back down. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care. Time means nothing to God, and it's got to mean less to us. And so when God is with you, you'll know he's with you because you'll get your victory. You'll sense it on the inside of you.